Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship presented by Barbasol.
As it was Thomas and Germ that were able to push through.
And Germ playing well today, coming back out, getting the near park job on hole number one. He would tap that in for the birdie. In fact, he'd have a great start by getting both hole one and setting himself up nicely here on hole two. He had thrown out of bounds yesterday. Here he is on 7.
Wow, big guy. Playing it a lot better today.
And the stepper falls in for Barella, off to a great start.
And he's going to go with this challenging backhand turnover. You got to just have it drifting the entire way. Oh, and he's done a nice job on the inside line here. Oh, and what a shot from Drew. Wow.
Very low, getting some ground play. Good skip, and he'll take it. Great shot for Germ. This could be trouble if it doesn't get over. But it does, just barely sneaking across, and Williams will have a birdie look on for the reach back for the low 5. I like it.
Got to watch out because Albert will just rip your arm off.
The no-look reach back, it seemed as if. As we roll the Zuka replay, just
outside of circle 2 even here.
oh, but inside the chains from way deep. That's back in Rock Hill territory. Nice work for Greg Barsby.
Nice, Terry. So this is what Germ has for par now. This is the most important putt of his tournament.
Oh, big Germ saving it.
Par, back to 7. Oh, this looks great. This looks great.
Perfect showcase. That's the angle control I'm talking about.
Break was pretty interesting. All kinds of crystal ball talk, but this is a fun day so far. What a putt from Lucas Carlson. He has had a terrible day of disc golf, but boy, that was awesome. Considered on the fairway from here would be great for Big Germ, even if it was just a few hundred feet.
Yes. Oh, so good.
Yeah, you could not throw it better from where he was. And Barella's stepper finds the bottom of the basket. He's birdied 3 out of the last 4. And speaking of tiny tunnels or gaps, that's exactly what Drew has.
Sit down. Sit down.
He has piped it through. And he does get, I was going to say, he needs a late tree kick. He gets one as it already carried deep of the basket. So a little bit of a backstop. Exactly.
There's the basket right there.
This is a stock shot, wide open.
A terrible upshot from Big Germ to leave himself outside C1 for par. So that's an unfortunate mistake there for Big Germ, but you know what? Only time will tell. Germ for bogey.
4 under finish if he can put this in. And he does, but
that's birdies through 12 holes. Going up the right-hand side.
Wow.
About to make that 9.
Pretty good tee shot here, giving himself a chance. Really needs to pick up several birdies here in the finish. Critical second shot. Going with that sidearm. Oh, this looks fantastic. Got to be clean. And it is.
Very nice. Of course. This is a par save putt, though, for Mason.
Oh, and a clutch one at that.
Treat kicks, but he's continued to scramble. Back over here on 14 to Gibson. This looks great.
That's better than great. That is just shy of the basket. Drew Gibson trying to move to 5 under. He's in really good position. Anthony Barella picks up the birdie on 15, so he's going to be at 4 under. And just like that, Jeremy Colling falls below the line after seeing the birdie by Barella and the par by Mason Ford. Now, too many other hotter players with great seeds in front of them.
Okay, Antila goes on and makes that putt for birdie. As Sexton said, he's really looking for that birdie on 17 and then just hang on 18 if he can. But critical putt here for Ford. And that's a little bit of insurance there for Ford. I think if he
Right here, could reach the basket. Is he going to be aggressive enough to push for that eagle look? Yes.
right there.
Keep moving.
What trees?
Look out, guys.
It's a tricky green.
Anheuser out of the hand. Oh, and it was online the whole way.
Good effort from Niklas.
Where's Barella? Now here's Barella, circle 2 for birdie.
Barella has Antila on the tiebreak. And you wonder if Niklas will get news of that putt before he throws his next shot, because I think it makes a pretty big difference.
Yeah.
You got a lot left with a low ceiling to get up there for birdie.
I mean, Williams just continues to drop the disc in perfect positions. He's directly in the middle of the fairway. Now he's 5 feet from the basket. So Barella is about 50 feet closer to the basket than we saw Antila, and he has this power sidearm. Great chance for birdie for Barella.
This is maybe the most powerful forehand on the planet right here.
Oh, this looks good. It's turning, though. That's going to be running that OB line.
Oh, wow.
He's gone deep.
Oh, wow.
OB. And if you're Nicholas Antila, you are now going to be playing in the quarterfinals.
Nicholas has the short tap in. And our USDGC runner-up with an incredible finish.
Bradley is getting pretty close to touching it.
Yes.
He is really putting together a special performance today.
Delivered to us. Here's where we found Alden Harris. This is after his tee shot.
Gotta see this. Stays big distance. He's a really powerful thrower. He's on the right side. And then if you can pierce this gap and get that drifting finish.
Yeah, and get your cameraman to completely turn around and then to see him in circle 2.
Somebody destroying the course. I bet he's going to take a few different lines next time he attempts this course after watching the clinic.
Alden Harris for eagle.
Was it?
It was. He was just quietly pushing down the fairway and left. So proving, as you called for, an eagle is possible. And we were wondering, can anybody birdie hole number 18? Well, if you give a putter to this guy from circle 2, Double G converts and has picked up the only birdie that we've seen now in 2 days. So eagle on 17 is possible, birdie on 18 is possible. Maybe slim numbers, but they are possible.
The advantages of his seeding that he has earned through the year. Great up and down for Mason.
You know, kind of quietly entering into the quarterfinals with the second best score. He shoots a 6 under, which is where we see Drew Gibson, and we got Nicholas Antila.
As we shift our focus to the 4 players that advanced today, I just want to congratulate all the ones we're saying goodbye to on a great season out on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and a bunch of guys that battled all year and accumulated all these points and picked up some really big highlight finishes. Good playing to all of them, and I wish them a good offseason.
But we also know that you usually pack along a crystal ball. All right. It of course was right on the money today. We eventually saw we saw the eagle on 17 thanks to our friend Alden Harris. So although they may not be concerned about scores, tell me, look into that crystal ball, and maybe it's tonight, maybe it's tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. What does the crystal ball say about scores that you need tomorrow to move on? Are they going to be similar?
I mean, I don't think I'm going out on too much of a limb here, but I'm going to say one shot better. 6 gets you. 6 goes in, 5 doesn't.
All right.
Yeah, and I'll add to the crystal ball. I almost guarantee that seed is going to be a factor tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to come down to somebody with a higher seed. We didn't end up really seeing that today as Antila was able to irk out their big germ, Jeremy Colling. And had Germ went on to par 18, we would have seen that seed come into play.
Yes.
As Antila would have knocked him out. So I expect that to come into play tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I certainly could see that happening. I'm quite shocked, honestly, just
That
with the
it didn't
numbers that it
already.
didn't come
Yeah.
into play today. We know every point matters. We talk about that throughout the entire season here on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and that certainly might be a factor tomorrow.